Hey everybody, so last night I saw Doctor Sleep, directed by Mike Flanagan, starring Ewan McGregor, Rebecca Ferguson, Kylie Curran, and Cliff Curtis. It's no Shining, but I think Doctor Sleep stands pretty well on its own. I think the pacing itself starts off very fast in the beginning of the movie, and in a way detracts from it. But for a 2 hour and 40-minute movie, it levels itself out surprisingly well, and is paced at a relatively decent rate. It doesn't really feel totally long. Ewan is good, but I don't really think he's given that much to do to show the range of his character or of himself as Danny Torrance. It's not a slight towards him, it's more of a slight towards the directing and the writing. And Ferguson, I hated. I don't know if it was just her character with that stupid fucking hat, but I just did not like her in this movie and her Goonies as villains. And Kylie Curran is great in her role for being a child actor. But my favorite part of the film, by far, is its directing. The visuals are fantastic, and the camera work is done exceptionally well. There are interesting shots throughout the film that I rather liked. Plus, there are a whole lot of references to The Shining, which I thought were great and executed pretty well. But let's get into things that I had some problems with this movie. First off, the sound design is atrocious. It sounds like the sound guys turned the knobs all the way up to 11 and then ripped them off. A lot of what they were trying to do could have been achieved with a lower volume. Plus, the original score, I think, sucked and was tonally off. But, of course, when the original score is used, it's fantastic. Secondly, is the movie's over-reliance on jump scares. The Shining builds its scares completely off of the tone and the setting. Doctor Sleep uses blown-out speakers and editing to make the audience jump, and it just feels unearned. And finally, you're telling me that this day and age, with the talent of Hollywood, to hire actors that look like famous actors, or in an industry where actors are being de-aged or being brought back to life through face mapping, you couldn't find a single actor who looks like Jack Nicholson or an actress that looks like Shelley Duvall. I get that they might not be the easiest actors to cast lookalikes for or recreate, but come on. Carl Lumbly looks just like Scatman Carruthers as Dick Halloran. Why couldn't you find actors that look like Duvall and Nicholson? I liked Doctor Sleep. It's nowhere near as good as The Shining. Hell, I don't think any film will ever be able to come close to it. But as a spiritual successor, I think it's fine. I have a big problem with the jump scares and the sound design, but everything else seems to weigh it out more or less. 7.3 out of 10.